Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Dafali Gunarin and I'm from the 4 Technical Public class. And I will explain valve function and how to maintain and repair the valve. A valve train is a component that is designed to open and close the intake and exhaust valve so that air or fuel mixture can enter and leave the combustion chamber as gases. Nowadays, engines are designed with overhead cam assemblies which are known as an overhead camshaft. It is located near the top of the engine. Unlike the ones that locate the camshaft floor in the engine and use push rods to move the valve assemblies. This valve train layout is called cam-in block. Some valve train layout does not use camshaft. It uses technologies such as solenoid to control individual valve. It is known as camless. The primary function of the valve train are to control the opening and closing of the valve. Valve train also control the flow of air and fuel that enters the combustion chamber and leaves as exhaust gas. In the working of a valve train, camshafts play a very important role as rotational movement aid the opening and closing of the valve. Using the cam lobe, although there are various parts that help the valve train to work. In most heavy-duty diesel engines, 4 valves are used. That is, there are 4 valves in each cylinder, 2 valves for the intake air or fuel, and 2 for exhaust gases. The intake valve have a larger diameter than the exhaust valve, which allows much airflow to cylinder. Exhaust valves are designed to withstand higher temperature of hot exhaust gas than the intake valve. This is because the fresh air that flows through the intake valve keep it at a lower temperature. How to repair and maintenance the valve? To fix a leaky engine valve can be done by means of a skier. Skier is to scrape the valve umbrella holder with the valve sheet on the cylinder head or called the valve sheet. Valve leak itself can be caused by a large amount of carbon crust on the surface of the valve umbrella. Repair by means of the valve skier must be done by dismantling the cylinder head and removing valve part. To do the skier, make sure that the valve that is going to be skied is indeed leaking, so it is not allowed to carelessly skier, which result in the valve umbrella being thin. Maintenance of the valve by adjusting the valve gap is generally measured and set when the engine is cold. With intake and exhaust valve gaps are 0.40 mm, which is measured between the tip of the rocker arm that touches the tip valve stem. This valve gap is measured using a feeler gauge when the valve in a cold state in a fully closed position. I think enough for me. Thanks for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.